Hey guys, Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic here, and today I'm asking a question. Should technology companies be able to profit off of our fear? Now, I think this is a very important topic because we're starting to see this step up a little bit, and the company that I'm going to be talking about today is Ring Doorbell. They are owned by Amazon. Now, Amazon has been marketing this to law enforcement agencies, and they've also been marketing it to consumers basically as a deterrent for crime, sparking fear. Now, the reason why we're talking about this is an article came out from the Associated Press, and they were talking about Wolcott, Connecticut, that has an incredibly low crime rate. But basically, they were dealing with the police department to say, we're going to give you cameras that you can give into your neighborhoods. And so basically, the police were raffling off Ring doorbells to their neighbors, encouraging people to get these because it helps stop crime. But what a lot of them are not necessarily talking about is that Amazon, through Ring Doorbell and the other Amazon technologies, are actually building basically something that law enforcement can go and look through essentially at will. Now, we already known, thanks to the intercept and reports out there, that Ring Doorbell was basically keeping your data unencrypted even though you were paying for their service. They had their staffers be able to go in at will, look at your videos, attach it to your home or your name, and these video researchers weren't necessarily sitting in the country that you were in. So for example, the videos from the United States where I live could have been accessed by a team in, I believe it was Romania or somewhere else in Eastern Europe. That is a very serious issue. And according to internal documentation obtained by The Intercept and whistleblowers, the executives at Ring Doorbell decided to keep it unencrypted so it would be easier to sell. And Amazon has taken that ball and apparently run with it. I do not know if it's currently, or if Amazon has changed that and they're encrypting it, but they are selling this to law enforcement as basically saying, hey, we can blanket an entire neighborhood with a Ring doorbell, and if a crime is committed in the neighborhood, we can basically turn on all the Ring doorbells, go through the footage, take a look at this, and I don't necessarily think they're going to need a warrant for this. And at least in the United States, we don't really have laws that are looking at this. And since Amazon can go in the back end and just look at your doorbell videos anyway, do they really need a warrant? Are you signing that right away? But here's the thing. They are banking on people's fear of burglaries, break-ins, and all of that. I live, for example, in basically a safe neighborhood. We don't really have burglaries and shootings and all this kind of stuff, and so do I really need a Ring doorbell? Odds are I don't. I could also get another product. I could also do it myself and all of that. But we are looking at companies that are literally basing their advertising on stirring up fear from people, let's say, that are ignorant of falling crime rate, and crime is falling across the board in the United States. If you're living in an urban area, you kind of know like neighborhoods that are bad or that need help or that have high crime. Just me living in the Chicagoland area, we know, but for the most part, overwhelmingly, most of the geography is pretty safe. So I think it's an interesting question. And if you're sitting here thinking, Nick, you're throwing stones, you're in cybersecurity. You guys literally sell based on fear. I think part of that is true. I think there is a good swath of the cybersecurity, cyber warfare, cyber terrorism industry that does basically say, okay, well, the terrorists are going to get you. Everybody's going to get hacked and all of this. And I'm literally doing videos talking about vulnerability. But typically my message on stage is, I love technology. I embrace technology. I just want to marry technology with security so that I can safely and securely use all of the new gadgets, all the fun stuff that I typically want to use. And I think that's just what my message is just bring awareness. Understand the threats that are out there, but live a good life with technology. And I think that's the better way to sell these things. So I'm curious to know what you guys think on this. Is Ring Doorbell taking the right tack? Should they be basically stirring up fears and working with law enforcement to create a massive surveillance network, through Ring, and basically playing on consumers' fears of crime in their neighborhood, when many of these neighborhoods basically don't really have crime. So I'm curious to know what you guys think about this. I understand there's other benefits to a Ring doorbell as well, like, just making sure that somebody doesn't steal a package off your doorstep, but I guess that is technically crime. So you tell me. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP. And as always, stay safe and stay online. Thanks, guys.